What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're gonna play some werewolves, but in our third iteration, because we've done Gruul werewolves, and then we did. What did we do? We had black in it, so we did Jund werewolves, and now we're on Naya werewolves. So it's gonna be a little different, trying a couple of new cards in the list, seeing if it really helps out some of our matches. Because what we're doing now is we're trying to solve that gap between how do we be competitive with mono green, how do we be competitive against the Izzet decks. And actually, I think there's going to be some surprising results. I think we're actually going to hang with the Izzet decks pretty well. So then the question just becomes, can we hang with the mono green decks? And if the answer is yes, this actually becomes a pretty viable deck that you can play. And if you played any of the other versions of Werewolves, you already own a lot of the cards for it. So that's going to be pretty sweet too. And that's why I like doing decks like this that are slight variations, because if people already own parts from the other ones, or you've dedicated resources or whatever, wild cards to build the other ones, well, it becomes pretty easy to build this, because you usually don't need more than like 6 or 8 cards, maybe, that you have to craft, if that, if you don't already have them as part of your collection. So it's a pretty nice way to upgrade a list you already have if you want to still keep playing that style of deck. But enough talking, let's go get into looking at this Naya Werewolves list. Also, don't forget, if you haven't checked them out, check out Ultra Pro's stuff over at shop.ultrapro.com. Get stuff for all of your storage needs, whether it's Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or otherwise, or sports cards, or anime stuff. Just lots of cool stuff over their website. And they have some new sweet binders, and of course, they always get all the fantastically licensed Magic the Gathering art stuff on everything. So go check all that out. They support and sponsor a lot of really good Magic content creators, so show them some love over at shop.ultrapro.com. And if you find something you like and you don't want to order it through the site, just take the name and item number down and boom, go to your local store, they can order it for you, and you help them out, and everybody wins. Okay, also I want to apologize. It's a little darker behind me today. I decided to go no fancy lights, so you kind of get to see the stuff behind me again, because I think some people are always curious what's on the wall behind me. But yeah, so starting at the top, we're going to play with fire. And this is a little bit of a tough choice to play here, but as much as we want to deal with mono green, and sometimes you do need to be able to kill an early wolf from like a ranger class, or maybe you need to block and kill something with it or whatever, it does have uses against mono white, and that's the main reason we have it in here. So, you know, you have something to do turn one, slow the white deck down, so you can go creature for creature, size for size with them through a couple of turns and give yourself a chance to keep up. So, gonna play 3 of those. We're playing 2 Outland Liberator, mostly because this card's starting to become very important, to the point that I almost want to play a third one in this list. It's that type of card that, like, it gets rid of chariots, it gets rid of opposing ranger classes, it gets rid of meat hook massacres. You know, like there's a lot of cards that are starting to pop up that this is really good against. And occasionally I've used it once to even get rid of a treasure, just to make sure they couldn't epiphany the next turn easily. So there's a few different things you can do with this, and you know, if nothing else, it becomes a 3/3, and then if it attacks or whatever, it's going to destroy an artifact or an enchantment, even if you don't sacrifice it. So yeah, really good card. Then we have Ranger class, of course. I think if you've seen any aggro decks with green, you've probably seen plenty of this card at this point. We like it because it makes a wolf, so it triggers some other stuff there. Kessig Naturalist, again, if you played the other werewolf list, it's the 2/2 to play for the most part. On the back side, it does give all your other werewolves +1/+1. Now, the first white card we encounter in the list is Brutal Cathar. We're playing this because it's another removal card of sorts, right? And there's a lot of times, because you have the ability to play it alongside Tovolar, there's times that, okay, Tovolar's going to flip it to the other side, then you can play 2 spells, and then it flips back, and you get to take something. So there's going to be multiple situations where Brutal Cathar is going to get to eat 2 things, effectively. And then on the backside, it's still just a 3/3 first striker that you have multiple things that can pump it. So yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Then Elite Spellbinder. Only found room for 3, though I do like this card, so it'd be nice if we could play a 4th one, but I'm not 100% sure where it would fit in if we did that. But this really just slows down a lot of those sweepers. It slows down, even, you know, if you can't stop the Epiphany, you can stop the thing that counters the Epiphany. Like, there's a few different things this card really can do well for us. So definitely love having this. Reckless Stormseeker, just give haste, give things trample, do big things. Tovolar, obviously, the Wolf Lord that lets you draw cards, or, you know, let you just pump something and give it trample. Eska's Chariot because it's weird to play green and not play Chariot at this point. Probably the second biggest card people are calling for to be banned behind Epiphany right now. We have Arlen the Pax Hope, playing 3 of these. Don't really need a full set of them, but honestly, more often than not, if we can get to the backside, we just want to attack with Arlen for 5 in this list. That's really good. Then we have Rin and 7. Obviously, this paired with the Chariot is just a really good combo, which is one of the reasons people want it to be dealt with. Then we're playing 2 Shatter Skull Smashing just for some extra removal if we need it. Partly because there are times, even in those later stages against the Izzet decks, where they might still have 3 or 4 birds out. It lets you take down a couple and maybe still punch through for the win, or at least force them to use a counter. Opens up the door for some other things. So I do like having this in the deck still. Lands, we're going with 2 Den of the Bugbear, 1 Mountain, 1 Forest, 2 Lair of the Hydra, 3 Crag Crown Pathway, 3 Rockfall Vale. I don't know why I say that backwards all the time. We're playing 4 each of Needle Verge Pathway and Branchloft Pathway, and playing 3 Overgrown Farmland. So not a ton of white mana. You know, that's the first thing here, but we are playing 11 for what's really only 7 white cards, so I'm not too upset about that. As long as we get the amount of mana we need, I think that's going to be more important than getting the colors of mana we need. So yeah, that's it. As always, we're going to play some games, and then at the end of the games, we'll talk about things we liked or didn't like, or what we learned about this from the games, and then we'll have a card spotlight for you, just to give you some history, maybe help you make a little money. We get to go first. We gotta mulligan this. Alright, this is better. This we can work with. Let's keep this. I'm gonna get rid of this. Yeah, okay. That was, I don't know why that was such a hard choice, but I think it was right. Ooh, picking up a Tovolar there is real nice. Actually, I don't know if I want a Tovolar or Arlen first. Like, this could be big. Especially if the opponent foretells here. Oh, emergent sequence. Okay, okay. So now I have to decide. Okay, if we Tovolar, we get a card. But we could also Arlen this turn and have 2 blockers. You know what? No, I'm just going to do this. And then we'll just see if maybe we could get to where we can cast 2 things next turn. Because we might be able to, like, Reckless Stormseeker and something. I think that's correct. Spirit of Aldeguard. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. That thing's going to be hard to punch past. But we may still do it anyway. Or is this where we're supposed to Arlen? I think that's the case. I think this is where we use an Arlen. Make 2 Duders. Alright. Okay. Now, pretty sure here that they're going to play a land, and then I would assume, well, not even with a land, like your bear is big enough toughness that you could just Blizzard Brawl the Tovolar, which is probably going to happen here. No, they did not Blizzard Brawl the Tovolar. Oh man, this is going to be a big turn for us next turn. Oh, that's big too. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Oh man, hold on a second. This is a lot of stuff about to go down. Okay, so we can make Arlen. She'll be a 6/6. Or we could just +1 Arlen. There's choices here. Hold on. I need to have, what, an extra 4 mana to target that? Because I'm thinking if we attack with everything, the bear blocks a small thing, this blocks there, whatever. Arlen gives us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we could do this for 3. depending on how things block. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is a tough one. I think, you know what? No guts, no glory. Let's do it. I'm game for all this. I mean, let's just go. We'll get... I don't even know what color we need. Red, maybe, in case we need to do 1 point to something post-combat. Yeah, I mean, you gotta block where it makes sense. Woo, they're gonna take 17 here? Alright. Oh, that was exactly enough. I thought they were one short. Got it. Oh, boy. Man, if any of these were a 2-mana thing, I would keep that hand. Well, we did get a 2-mana thing. Deck was like, this is what you wanted, right? Alrighty then. I mean, we have the mana. We get to possibly play these back-to-back, which is kind of cool, I guess. We'll probably need it here against the mono-white deck, though. There's a chance we're going to just be trading creatures, which is going to be very weird. Like, I remove something, they remove something. I've been in that sequence a few times. Okay, it's not mono-white. Oh, it's the life gain deck. Okay, then. Ooh. That gets interesting. So we can actually play Tovolar here. Attack, get red. Play with fire. Get red mana. Almost got green. Would have messed that up. Ooh, that's nice. That's a good turn. Alright, their turn to play one. Yep, there's a Cathar. I figured we were going to be in this bouncing game. The only good news is there's a real chance that I'll get to bounce mine. Ooh. Ooh, or do we just play Wrenn and 7? No, they've got Cathars. What are we doing? We at least get a card out of this if we do this. And then if they don't do anything, then the next turn we flip everything, and then we have a chance of getting more stuff under a Cathar. And that's when it gets good. Unless you got another one. Then I free yours, and then you get my... Oh, Adeline. Alright, well, we'll get rid of Adeline. That'll be fine. Alright, so we flip everything. So we get super value. I don't have another white mana. Darn it. That would have been cool. I guess I can wait, because I could play this post-combat if we find a white land. So let's do this first. Let's attack. Alright. Man, there's no good blocks here. Oh, that's where we're going. Okay. I was like, I'm down. Like, if that's what we're doing, like, cool. Sure. Snakeskin Veil? Sure. Yeah, alright. That's fine. Is what it is. Ah, didn't work. Okay, well, we tried. Not much we could really do there. I guess if I'd have done that beforehand, I could have... Well, that wouldn't have been enough. It would have been another toughness. Alright. Opponent's at 15. Have a chance of really doing some stuff here. Wolf makes sense. Alright, gonna turn my stuff back for me. Just so we can flip it back again. Okay, we'll take it. Oh, I forgot about the 1/1. I could have blocked that. Okay. Yeah. Have to mulligan this one, I think. I mean, we would have 2 turns to draw a green land, but I don't know if that's enough. But you know what? I kind of want to find out. Let's do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna keep this though. I get rid of 1. Probably getting rid of this. Oh no, that was a bad choice probably. Yeah, this looks like Dimir Control. Gosh dang it. Alright, well, we're not gonna get much else out of this. Nope. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be brutal. Okay. Not a lot we're gonna do here. This is definitely a bad hand to keep for this situation. Sure. Get to play one of our dudes. Awesome. We at least get a chance to get our own dude back, so that's pretty sweet. Because we get to stick it under a Cathar. And then if the opponent doesn't play something here, we get a 3/3 we get to attack with. So that's actually pretty nice. They give us an opportunity to protect our own thing. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure they were aware how that was going to work. Okay, I mean, you can still remove these dudes. They're not real big. Ah, I was hoping for a land so I could attack with my bugbear. This will have to do, though. It's the next best thing. Unfortunate. That thing is going to be quite the nuisance. Let's see, though. We can do... Ah, we're short of green mana. That sucks. We could have almost done it. Could have activated, then attacked, and that would have been awesome. Now we're in a little more dangerous spot. Alright, we just pass. I mean, we'll try next turn, but it's a good chance we're going to run into another Soul Shatter. Or something similar. The opponent may pass and do nothing, but I don't know if they also want it to be night either. Oh, nice video about Acorn today. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I try to help people out with that type of information. It's a great way to save money if you don't have very much, honestly. Get you some long-term investment there. Ooh, Shadow's Verdict. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can find here. Do you help anything? Not really. I mean, I guess we take it, though. I can't justify not taking it. Like, it's just barely good enough. So we kind of have to. Alright. We are getting the opponent into a reasonable range as well. Yeah, you Blood Chief starts that. That's fair. Alright. Man, the only reason we're losing this one was kept a hand that just doesn't work against this deck at all. Yeah, I think we're dead here. Alright, well, I guess we'll try, even though we know this doesn't really go anywhere. This gets countered. Alright, cool. Against Xeris. That sounds like that's a magic card. Oh, not with this hand we won't be keeping. And this is better. Let's get rid of one of these. Not happy about that. Well, we need this tapped this turn. So we can play this on green and play this on white. And maybe get our option of those. I doubt it, though, playing against this particular deck. But we gotta try. And we'll just see what's up. Who knows? The opponent could foretell and pass, and then we get a 3-3, and it'd be great. I don't think we'll get that lucky. Looks like mono red dragon egg. Okay. I believe that could be a thing. Alright, this is cool. At least we can fly over a dragon egg for a couple turns and get to see what's in their hand. Oh. Oh. What? What? I don't even know what's happening. Alright, so you take Seize the Spoils. Seize the Spoils, that finds a forest. You'd be able to do that, an inscription on your thing, so that'd be 3, 4, 5. And ours at 2, so that'd be at 7. So you could possibly do this next turn. I guess we have to take Seize the Spoils, since they can't cast anything else. And if they were to have found a forest, they'd be able to do both of those and have that load up already, so that's a thing. Okay, and now we get Arlen. And it's night. Oh my gosh, what do we do? I mean, because we're still in the same scenario, that they're going to be able to play 2 things, and this is going to be able to just be a big dragon and do some damage to us. Oh no, they actually can't yet. Well, that's possible. They could do... Nah, that wouldn't be enough. Alright. So I think we do just Arlen here. And just try to race the opponent. And just say, look, I don't know what you're up to, but we're just going to try to come with it. Alright, Vastwood Surge. That thing goes to 6. If they can find a 1-mana thing, they can turn it into a dragon. Ooh, does that give us enough? We can Arlen for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, it is. Alright, cool. Because we get a +2, actually. So, yeah. And they trample. So, yeah, they can block to stay alive. We can shoot them, but doesn't kill them. Oh, they're just going to take it and die. All right. Man, we really... This hand's almost good enough. All right, we're going to keep... I'm going to put this in tapped on 1 because if we don't draw anything and they play something, we'll just go ahead and play with fire. Like, this hand's not really, like, efficient, but it's good enough that we can't let it go. Sadly, against mono green and the fact... Well, let's see. If they play a wolf here, the small wolf, not the werewolf. Oh, I saw somebody else post this list earlier. Like a Sculptor of Winter mono green. It's a thing that's starting to go around, I guess. Gotta take some damage here. What you got, opponent? So we got Wolf. We got Ranger class. Kazandu Mammoth. I think we take this. They play Mammoth. It's, like, annoying, but meh. And if they play Ranger class, we can remove the token. I mean, technically, I guess we can remove that, too. But then we have to deal with the token later, and that's annoying. But here, I think we just do this. And we attack, and we're going to hope to draw a land next turn. Come on, big money, no whammies, untap land. This is what we're looking for here. Let's do the thing. Ranger class, alright. And pump. I'm gonna go ahead and chump block that. Just because I don't know totally where this is gonna go if we don't draw land. Well, that's a decision. Because you kinda want to... Man, we actually want to remove the 7, or I guess it'll be like a 5/5 or whatever when they play it. Like, that's what we want to get rid of. But I could also Arlen here. Get 2 2/2s. Activate this attack. Have 2 blockers. So if they want to come after Arlen, I guess it's fine. We double chump. That seems better. Though it means this isn't going to ever get to kill anything.
I fight for everyone who fears the encroaching night.
Tap those. We'll attack with just these. Still leaving Spellbinder back. I mean, still attacking with Spellbinder, but not leaving it back because having a flyer is still going to be pretty good here. So I don't hate where we're at this point, because we could set Arlen up just to die, and that'd be okay. Or we could, like, double block their small wolf. But here, I think they're just going to play Rin and 7, which means we will get to remove the token and get to shoot a Rin and 7 if we want. It's interesting, because then we'd have lethal if they attacked all out here. They probably don't. So we're probably going to be in a situation where... Oh, they are attacking. Huh. I thought they might stay back. What is this? Yeah, I was going to say, like, this is a very peculiar attack. Alright, I mean, I guess if you have... Let's see, they're at 10, right? If they have... I guess you could have a +1/+1 if we double block. Take out both of these. You could play that. We spend mana to remove it. We tap that and one of these. That lets us attack for 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we can still shoot. I think we double block here. Like, this is a no-loss block. Like, I can't think of anything... Yeah, I was gonna say, that's fine.
The hunt is over.
Yeah, that's it.
Symbiosis is harmony, and harmony is strength.
Tap this and this. Yep. Alright. Got red, green. Yeah, we'll keep. Put this first one on green, though, so we can't mess that up. Then we'll put our second one on red. Get the Ranger class. And then this next one, we'll kind of have to see what the opponent's up to before we decide what to do. Might be a Spellbinder. No, that's not true. I think we Tovalar. Well, it's actually kind of tough. Yeah, see, I was just about to say it. If they do that, we don't like it as much because it could be a Doomscar. But if it is, we're okay just doing this, taking a card. We've got a haste creature afterwards. We have Spellbinder, which they don't know we have white mana yet. So it's not going to be a Doomscar turn. Ah, but it is a Fateful Absence turn. And they still didn't use the card that's over there. Interesting. So you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to go ahead and Chariot while we have a chance. One mana counter a non-creature spell. Like, would have got me. All right. So now a Doomscar might actually make sense if they get the mana. They don't have it yet, though, so could be anything else. Who knows? Poppet Stitcher. Well, didn't see that coming, boys and girls. Did not see that coming. Guess it doesn't matter that we didn't see it coming. Man, I really want to get this Spellbinder down against this deck, but... I mean, if we can just get in this much damage... I mean, we just do what we do, I guess. Yeah, alright. They have something in hand. It maybe might just be a Fading Hope where they can bounce a thing. That'd be my guess. I mean, I guess if so, though, they're probably going to bounce the Chariot and then block a token. Well, they wouldn't be able to block a token because they're going to lose their creature to the Cathar. Yeah, you kind of get to do one or the other. And I guess you could bounce the Cathar, but then you're in trouble with the Chariot. Yeah, I don't know what the opponent's doing here. I'm... Okay. Sure. Actually, that was a mistake. I should have tapped the wolf. I can copy a wolf here anyway, I guess. That's fine. I mean, the token doesn't block anything, so whatever. Yep. Okay, let's see what's up. I mean, this is kind of weird, because even if they play spells to get enough tokens, I mean, we still have Brutal Cathar to still remove this. If we get an untapped land, we could plus this, so one of our tokens becomes a 3/3. Yeah, the opponent's deck's interesting. I'm curious where it's going. Because right now, they have one blocker for a bunch of damage, potentially. And we could go even another way, playing this the next turn, knowing they only have one blocker. Well, we got a land that comes in tapped, so I guess we're just going to repeat last turn. If they have another Fading Hope, they have another Fading Hope. We'll still get in a bunch of damage. So we don't really much care. Yeah, this is why, like, I don't really enjoy the Decayed Zombies very much. It's just so fragile, and they don't block, and I don't know. And we're not gonna not attack, so cool. You want to bounce a chariot? Bounce a chariot. Sure. Okay. And the turn. I mean, they have a lot of cards. I mean, who knows? All right, Epiphany, sure. Resolves. You get your dudes. And then you get to flip it. Now you have a bunch of 3/3s. Or, okay, sure, yeah, we take it. No blocks. Flip it, and your things become 3/3s. Yep, that makes sense. I mean, they are at 4. They know we have a Brutal Cathar. We can make another blocker with the Ranger class. We can still get in for a bunch of damage, which they kind of have to block. Unless they have another Epiphany here. Alright, Fading Hope it is. I mean, we take 9, we'd be close to dead. And that would be a real thing. Alright, are they attacking or not? They are attacking. Okay, so they've got defenses here then, I'm assuming. Okay. Ooh. That's not really what we wanted to draw. That's... I think we're in trouble. We could be dead here. Let's see what's up. Well, kind of surprised the Cathar resolved. Okay. I mean, they saw us do this maneuver earlier as well. So now I'm wondering what that last card is. Or what they're going to go get here. Because whatever they get's a sorcery. Ah, they had another Fateful Absence. Gosh, dang it. Oh, what were the odds? I guess we would have been in trouble either way, because I was thinking there was an option where we could have played the Spellbinder, but it doesn't change anything. Yep, they got us. Don't think we had an out, unfortunately. Yeah, even if we didn't tap to attack, they would have just bounced one or killed one of those. Yep, GG's. We lose. We go first with this. How do you feel about this, actually? I guess we'll keep it. We'll hope to draw something. I mean, it's too hard. I mean, we can't cast this, though, so maybe this is bad. Yeah, this was a bad hand. I should have mulliganed. We're hoping to draw something off the top here, though. But even then, we really need two things to bridge the gap to get to the Chariot, unless one of those is a white land. But we'll see. I don't know. Alright, let's draw one of our 2-mana things. Come on, deck. Help us out. Oh, no such luck. Alright, well, already off to a bad start. Well, we did find a white land. So there's that. Unfortunately, things will be getting countered for a little bit, I'm sure. Oh, man, not here they won't. There's an expressive iteration. It'd be interesting to see if we, because we've won 2 matches or 3 matches already on stream today against this type of deck. It'd be interesting to see if we can do it with this bad of a draw. Because if we can do it with this bad of a draw, I'm going to declare that this matchup is great for us. Alright. This would be interesting to see how this turn plays out, because there's a chance they could save mana for Prismari Command to kill Chariot, kill a 2/2. If they do, then we go ahead and play Wrenn and 7 and see what happens, I think. I think that's the plan. I'm not totally sure. They're leaving mana open. That's what it seems like. Alright. So I say we do it. I mean, they could also... I mean, I guess if they're not going to do that, they bounce Chariot. No. They just let us have it. Huh. Well, that's a hell of a thing. Yeah, alright. Guess we just do this. I mean, it's possible they, like, divide by 0 or something here at the end of turn. No, just a deluge. Alright. Now, this could be interesting because if they burn down the house, which is a real play these decks are doing, then we do get to Wrenn and 7 for a 6/6, attack for 4, and make another 6/6. And then that probably starts to become a problem for the opponent. So we're actually kind of pulling for them to burn down the house and get rid of all of our creatures here. There's a red land. Here comes the burn down the house. All right, just like we called it. Well, we got what we wanted out of the turn, so we can't ask for too much else, honestly. About as good as we could have hoped for. And then attack. Yep. Opponent's at 12, so the 2 6/6s are lethal at the moment. Plus, we have creature lands on deck as well. So, I mean, they might just Epiphany here just because to get blockers. But this takes away the option to copy an Epiphany if that's what that is. Though, couple of fading hopes or whatever, it could still be a thing. All right, there's an epiphany. We'll pass. Now, admittedly, our creature lands are only so valuable because they do have Field of Ruins over there, 2 of them. A Celestis, which could let them gain life, right? That's one of the things on it. Whenever night becomes day or day becomes night. Yeah, okay. All right. Obviously not attacking. Let's kill one of those. I'm assuming they can bounce one of the 6/6s. So I think what we're aiming for here. I don't think we want to do that. Let's do this. Play the Cathar. See how the opponent feels about this. I can only make this a 1. Oh, I could make that a 2. You could still remove that and then Fading Hope one of these. Yeah, I was going to say, if they had it, they had it. But guess they didn't. Feel like that's another language. Alright, I guess we'll keep. Definitely need to draw lands here, but that does help as far as drawing lands go. I'm going to go ahead and take 3 here. Just because I want to make sure we have access to white if we... Oh, wait. That's the wrong one. Oh, I thought it was the other one. Ah, well. And then we drew this anyway. I didn't even need to take damage there. So dumb. This is interesting because I don't know what that is the opponent has. And I don't know if I want to show them white mana yet either. But maybe we do. Nah, I'm going to do this. So if it's counter, they'll get the Stormseeker, because it's still a bit of a threat here. It was. I saw it coming. So we guessed correctly this time. Okay, that's pretty good. We definitely wanted that out the way. Now the question is that another one? Because it very well could be. If it isn't, it's probably... Well, it's alright. I'm fine. If it's a counter, you got another one, cool. We'll see if we can run out the Ren and 7. Oh, that's a negate this time. Alright. Fair enough. Will and Rowan. Playing the Will. But that's an 0-2. Can't deal damage to him, right? This is kind of interesting. What do we do with this turn? Because we can still generate a mana. I think we just play Ren and 7. Opponent can draw a card. Yeah, alright.
The will of the woods is made manifest.
I mean, I'm doing nothing with the mana, but we could still generate mana. If it comes down to that. Epiphany? Sure. You have epiphanies.
There's got to be a spell somewhere.
Alright. That does have reach. Not sure if you were aware. They highlighted it like they had to read it, so maybe they weren't aware. Kill the creatures, sure.
Now let's put you on ice.
This is probably gonna hurt us, isn't it? Yep, only got one actual land. That sucks. But yeah, I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. I mean, if they have the spells, they have the spells. That divide by 0. Fair enough. Okay. Oh, you want to turn that into a thing? Okay, fair enough.
Let's borrow.
Drawing 2 cards.
There's got to be a
Sounds
spell
good.
somewhere.
Malevolent Hermit, sure. Ooh, that's a thing. We do have enough mana for that. So we could 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, well first let's do this. Let's see if you have another divide by 0. Nope, negate that. Alright, fair. Alright, that's all we can do. I mean, here comes another sweeper, and then we're kind of up against it. Ooh, Morden Cannon. Not quite a sweeper, but still pretty strong.
I'll learn much from your fail. Ah, my faithful hound.
Oh, come on. Oh, man, you know how badly I wanted a dang. We flipped one of them, though, didn't we? Yeah, Brutal Cathar. Would have been good. Would have been real good. Alright, I guess sadly we got to give this up. I don't love it, but we drew so much mana here.
I'm finished with this foolishness.
Yep. Geist. That's good. I mean, might as well attack us for 8. Nope. Well, hope this resolves. Oh, this isn't going to do anything because we're on the wrong side. Well, it doesn't really matter. We're in bad shape regardless. Yeah. Just got to pass. I think we're dead here. I think they got us. Yep. Alright, I'm just going to give him the GGs and we're going to move on. We're going to save time. Opponent got that one. Okay, we'll keep it. I'm kind of wanting to draw an untapped red land here, though. In all seriousness. Okay, well, it turns out, against this matchup, it probably won't matter. You can take a Wrenn and 7, you can take a Play with Fire. Wrenn and 7's probably, I don't know, maybe you want to Play with Fire, depending on what else the deck's doing. Okay, well, we found the land that we wanted. I think we still play this, though, on 1. Know what we're up against now. Then we can freely play this on either red or green, and we can put this on white. Kind of know the lay of the land at this point. I guess it doesn't really matter, because we have the other Rockfall Veil. Yeah. Alright. We'll see what's up here. Makes sense. Alright, so they're just going with the heavy removal plan here. Nice card to draw. Not too upset about that. Let's go ahead and get damage in here where we can. To try to stay a little bit ahead, because there's a good chance we're going to play Tovolar and it's going to get countered or killed. So we at least get in 3. Likely get in 3 again. possibly get to set up something with the Ren and 7. We'll see. Ooh, they have a Deluge though, so we at least get a card out of this. Which is good, because I could let us draw the land to set up the Ren and 7. Because if I were guessing, the opponent's going to either probably Meathook Massacre here. Ooh, this is a tough one, actually. Knowing that the opponent very likely wants to Meathook Massacre, I kind of want to play Chariot and then hope to draw a land to play the Ren and 7. Because that feels like that puts us in a better situation. Versus if we play Tovolar and we draw the land, then we Ren and 7. They might still have a way to get rid of it. I think we are. We're going to do this. We get a good chunk of damage in with it, too. So it's not like it's nothing. And we get to give that haste. So if they don't have a big play here, next turn still looks pretty good. Okay, they didn't have it. And it's also not Shadow's Verdict either. Alright, we got away with one. Alright, so this actually did largely what we wanted it to do. I mean, it held up. We were able to go toe-to-toe with the green decks we ran into. I don't know how many of them made the footage. We did beat... actually, I don't think we lost to an Izzet deck. Now that I'm thinking about it. Actually, I think we played 4 of them and we won 4 of them. Maybe we were 3-1, but I feel like we beat all 4 of them. So that was pretty good. I think we only ran into 1 white deck, so that's kind of like not a complete data point. But overall, the deck actually played very well. It plays like you would expect the Werewolf deck to, but it has a little bit of upside with a little bit of removal built in there that we didn't have before, and that's actually pretty nice. So I'm kind of down with this. If you like Werewolves, this is a very good option to play, I think, right now. Especially if you have all the cards for it. It does take a couple more rares, so there is that, but if you do have them, I think it could be worth it to do. And like I said, if you could find room for another Elite Spellbinder, maybe because you're missing another card, that's an option I think would be very good. And maybe even possibly another Liberator, or if you're running into a ton of white decks, you can play another Play with Fire. I think all 3 of those are options to have additional copies of in the deck and still be pretty competitive. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Lightning Greaves. This is just an all-around really good card, but the reason I bring it up is this card has had several printings. I think there's like 6 or more different printing, I think maybe 8 of Lightning Greaves, but the thing is, it's always worth money. Like, this is the card you see that shows up in different types of bulk piles all the time when I buy collections, and that's partly because there's copies that came from like Double Masters, and there's copies that came from several Commander decks and whatnot, so people just toss it in their pile thinking it's not worth anything, but it actually sells for about $5. Like, all the time. Literally all the time. So even with it being reprinted, I don't think I've seen this card go below like $3.50 or whatever in a long time. So this is a card that's not really bulk, that you can always find in bulk boxes and make several dollars whenever you pick up a collection. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, and like always, you can find links to our Facebook gaming streams, our Twitch streams, or if you want to just come by our Discord, say hi, see what's up, talk about different Magic decks or whatever, get help with your decks. That's a good way to do that. And if I can be so kind as to ask, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification bell, tell your friends about it, make an airplane with the message, and, you know, all that good stuff. Let people know about the channel, because I could really use your help to keep spreading the word and growing the channel, but I can't do it without you. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.